copy Risa Tisa or nothing, okay? But who the fuck did I befriend? Because if you follow me on here, I've been so quiet. I've been so quiet. I've been real cutesy, real demure, real to myself. But, like, bitches really played and tried. And now I was like, I gotta show you why bitches don't like me. And it sucks. But it's like, a lot of y'all know I moved to Miami back in like March, April, right? And I moved down here by myself, no friends, no nothing. Like, I mean, well, I got one friend, but anyways, we're not gonna go there. But like, I moved down here, no family, no pre-made friends, nothing like that, right? So I'm gonna start when I first met this girl. And pretty much, I'm just gonna catch y'all up to everything, okay? So I'm about to make like about 2 months worth of story times because so much has happened. I have let so many red flags go, trying to be a different person, trying to be a friend to these bitches. And it's real mind-blowing to me, okay? So we're gonna get into it. But I'm gonna start with the first night I met this girl, okay? So the first night I met this girl, okay, I'm out with one of my guy friends, strictly a guy friend. He's like, gorgeous, I'm in town, let's go get dinner, like, let's vibe, okay? And when I say strictly guy friend, I never touch nothing, okay? Real, like, guy friend. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I go out with him. We end up going to Booby Trap. When we go to Booby Trap, and I hate when niggas do this, okay? And here separates the Atlanta bitches versus Miami bitches, okay? Because in Atlanta, if a girl go out and you go out with a nigga and he do one or two things. He don't buy no bottles in the first 10 minutes. He don't order no ones in the first 30 minutes. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to take out my little debit card. I'm going to ask the waitress she can get me a section on my own. I'm going to buy a bottle. I'm going to get some ones for me and my homegirls to do our own thing. That's how Atlanta bitches move. You Miami bitches is built real different. Y'all, brokey. No shade. Anyways, so we're out at Booby Trap and he orders some bottles. Okay, cool. And he has like his little people with him, like some guys with him, whatever. I see these two girls in a section and, you know, they haven't said anything to me. I haven't said anything to them. They're cute. They dancing, you know, a cute little vibe. So my friend, he orders money, but when the money comes out, he gives it to his security. When I'm with a dude, typically, when he order money, the money come to me. Okay, so me, my face is shrugged up like, this is ghetto. So my face shrugged up and this other girl, the girl next to me, her face shrugged up. So we now bonding over this nigga playing on our faces. So she like, oh my God, me. I'm like, oh my God, I'm ready to go. Like, where's the money? What are we doing? Like, you know, and at this point I'm like, oh, her personality kind of like me. Like, we ain't going out with niggas just to go and stare at the money, right? So from here, me and her start talking. She's like, hi, my name is da-da. I'm like, hi, my name is da-da-da-da. I'm like, girl, I'm ready to go. She was like, well, I have some other, like, you know, there's this dude up here that I know. And, you know, we can go chill with them. Like, it'll be better of a vibe. And the dude that we came with, right, he kept walking out the section. So, like, we just sit here looking at the section looking crazy, right? Okay, cool. So from this point, we end up going over to this other section where this guy's there. She, you know, introduced me to him. Hey, whatever, cool. We just sitting there. We really having fun. We just ha kiki. So she's like, hey, like, you know, let me get your number. I'm like, okay, cool. We trade contact information. And then pretty much the dude we came with, he's salty now. And that's who I had rode with. So she was like, oh, girl, don't worry about it. I'll take you home. Where do you live? I told her I live. She was like, oh, I live a couple blocks from there. Like, you cool? You good? Cool, whatever. Mind you, it's her and it's another friend that she's cool with, right? But it's like me and her are kind of like, we're bonding, you know, over bad bitch issues. So from here, we end up leaving. I get in the car with her. She takes me home. I wasn't thinking. I was drunk, y'all. If you know, I've been dealing with something, which I'll speak on a little later through these story times, just to give y'all an update. But I've been going out. I've been lit. I've been trying to, you know, rebuild my mental a little bit. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. So she takes me home. Everything's good. We have such a good time that we ended up making plans. Hey, let's go get brunch tomorrow morning and let's go shopping. Because that's what bad bitches do. We go to brunch and we go shop. So she's like, yeah, let's go. I make the reservations. You know, I make sure everything's good. I wake up in the morning. You know, she already texts me. I'm like, hey, girl, yeah, I'm getting ready right now. We still going? Yeah, we cool, whatever. So we end up going to brunch at Satai. Okay, we go to Satai, we go to brunch. Okay, it's cool. We get there. I'm just talking to her, like, you know, learning about her. She was like, oh, I used to live in Atlanta. I'm like, really? And I'm like, oh, for real? So as I'm talking to her, she starts saying stuff that makes me think, does this girl know who I am already? And that's the thing. So I was like, yeah, I moved here from Atlanta a couple months ago. She was like, yeah, we've met before. So I was like, do you like, you know me? And she was like, I know of you, but I don't know you. That was my first red flag, low key. Okay, that was my first red flag. When I was at brunch, I went through my TikTok followers and I saw that she followed me. And I'm like, okay, so this girl kind of knows a little bit about me. She starts talking to me about a situation that I had just happened this last month, but it's very personal to me, so I'm not giving too much information onto it. I'm just like, you know, like, I don't really want to talk about it. Like, I'm dealing with it on my own. But, you know, it's cool, girl, whatever. So she's like, okay, whatever. I'm thinking we about to go actually get massages, okay? She was like, let's go to the casino. I'm like, period. Like, we can go to the casino. I said, I'm only spending $1,000, though. That's all I'm spending. She like, yeah, that's cool, whatever. Mimi part 2. Okay, so who the fuck did I befriend? Part 2. So I was telling y'all, we ended up going to brunch, me and the one girl. The other girl that was, you know, that I met her with didn't come. It was just me and her. So we end up going to brunch. Everything's good. She's like, let's go to the casino. I'm like, okay, period. Let's go. Okay. I'm like a baccarat queen, but I'll start with 1,000. And if I don't win nothing, I'm walking away. Okay. I'm leaving because that 1,000 could have went to some shoes, could have went to anything. Okay. Anyways, we end up going to the casino. Okay. When we get to the casino, she plays blackjack. It was either blackjack or poker. Blackjack. Okay. So when we walk in, I originally sit down at a table with her or whatever, and she's betting. Okay, when I'm telling you, I didn't know she could gamble for real, but she's sitting there gambling. Okay, first 10 minutes we were there, the girl lost like 5,000-6,000. Okay, I thought we agreed to only spend a rack, but I digress. Do what you do, and I'm looking at her like, girl, because I'm trying to be a friend. So I'm like, girl, it's too much. You're spending too much money. And so she's like, I signed my rights away to the casino, so I need you to let me send you 5,000 to go get me. And I'm like, you could sign your rights away to the casino? She's like, yeah, when you have a gambling problem. I'm like, wow. Because I've never dealt with a friend that has like a gambling problem. So I'm sitting there like, okay, I'm like, girl, are you sure? I said, take a break for a second. So I was like, just take a break and then, you know, figure out if you want to do it. But no, she was on my ass. Because we walked over to the baccarat table where I started playing my little 200 here, 300 here, you know, spending my little 1,000. I took a minute to spend my 1,000, okay? So I'm sitting there playing. She was like, hey, I Zelled you that. Can you go get it? I'm like, okay, cool. I leave my table. I go up to the window. She was like, I gotta go. You gotta go by yourself because I don't have a player's card. Like, I signed my legal rights away to where I'm not allowed to gamble in this casino because I have a real problem. I'm like, okay. So I go get the 5,000. Okay, I take the 5,000 out. I give it to her. She lost that 5,000 in like another 20 minutes, 15. I'll give her 20 minutes max, but it was really like 10, 15 minutes. She lost it. She sat at a table. She was gambling, lost it all. Okay. And at this point, like, she had told me, like, I lost like $13,000. And she's like, I'm so pissed. I said, girl, listen, because I'm thinking she's like me. Okay. And when I say like me, not to say that $13,000 would not hurt me. I would be pissed. Okay. I would be mad, but I know I did it myself. So I'm not gonna change my whole mood of my day because you did it yourself, right? Okay, right. So I'm like, girl, look, money is money. You gonna make that back. I'm being the positive friend. You gonna make that back, girl. Don't even worry. It's nothing. It's nothing. That's how I am. I'm trying to be positive. She's like, okay, cool. Well, my football homeboy's here at the club in this casino somewhere. Let's just go hang out with him. I'm like, all right, boo, whatever. Mind you, she drove. Okay, she drove. So we go meet up with this football dude, and I have seen him before because he used to date one of my old friends. So when we push up, she's like, hey, talk to him, whatever. But on the way to walk at him, she was like, yeah, I'm going to try to get some of my money back from him, like, period, da-da-da. And I'm like, girl, do your big one. Do what you do. Get your money back, whatever you need to do. Okay, whatever. So we go walk up to the dude. We're sitting there in the cabana. Everything's cool. And he's like, I know you. Like, I've seen you before. I was like, yeah, I be talking my shit online. But, you know, I used to live in Atlanta. But you used to date my homegirl. And when I said my homegirl's name, he was like, oh, my God. Like, he was like, and me and the girl, we not cool no more either. He like, nah, I never dated her. She made everybody think our relationship was bigger than it is. Da-da-da-da-da. We just talking. So at this point, the dude keeps like looking at me, but me, how I am, okay? And I'm very respectful to you bitches. When I go around, when a girl takes me around another dude, first of all, I'm a girl with my own bread, my own bag. It's not much that another man can do for me. That's not my man. Because how I'm coming and what I'm asking for, a lot of men aren't just gonna give. You get what I'm saying? So I stay with what I know. Okay, so when I could tell like the dude was kind of like curving his interest like towards me, I'm ignoring him. I'm not saying nothing. I walked away. I went to the bathroom. I'm like, hey, like, what do you want to do? She was like, we're gonna go to his house. He's gonna get a chef to come cook for us. We're gonna go to his house. And I'm like, well, like, I mean, I kind of want to get my car. Like, I don't know, like, you know, are you sure? Whatever, whatever. So she was like, yeah, we're just gonna go over there for a little bit. We end up going over there for a little bit, and she pretty much like pitches to me like, let's try to get some money out of him. But for me, it's like, I don't know you like that. You're not my home girl. I got my own situation going on. And I was going through something at the time to where I'm not on that. That's not the type of timing I'm on. I'm retired out of the whole life. I'm not out here looking for men to, you know, do this, this, and that. I got my fish. My fish is on my hook. You get what I'm saying? So I don't got to do that. So we go over there, and I'm just telling her, like, babe, I want to leave. He's like, when we get up, he's like, why are you leaving? Where y'all going? She was like, oh, she wants to go home. I'm like, yeah, I want to go home, whatever, whatever. She ends up taking me home. That night was over with, okay? Thank God. That was the first, like, night that we spent together as friends. So moving forward, okay, we started, like, going out, having fun, chilling. Me, I learned my lesson, so I don't tell nobody my business. I don't talk about no men that I deal with. I don't talk about, like, my family for real. Like, I don't tell my business, okay? But I'll let you tell me yours. I'll let you tell me yours, which is kind of how this went, because I learned my lesson from you bitches, okay? So we can go to the next situation. Next situation, it's her friend's birthday. And I'm telling y'all the situations and the red flags that I remember from this and just me being around this girl and when everything just was weird, okay? So at this point, we had a conversation where I was like, she had said that she met me actually 3 years ago. And I was like, I feel like I would remember you. Like, she's a pretty girl. She's pretty, okay? Body fire, body's heat. She's pretty, okay? So I'm like, I feel like I would remember you. She was like, yeah, it was a couple years ago. We was at a pool party. And I'm just like, So me in my head, my clock's working. I'm like, does this girl know me for real? Like, did we have some beef? Like, what's the past? Like, you know, but she's being so nice, y'all, okay? So it's her friend's birthday. She's like, hey, I'm throwing my friend a party at this little lounge, and I want you to come with me. I said, is your friend okay with that? Because at this point, I don't know this friend, okay? She invites me, and she was like, yeah. So at this point, before we went to the lounge, there was a day where a friend had a boat party, okay? We ended up going to the boat party. When we go to the boat party, I already am getting on the boat. She comes on the boat with her and the girl whose birthday it is. And when they came on, it was good energy, good vibes. Like, we was all vibing, okay? It gets time for the girl's birthday, okay? So she's like, yeah, we're going here tonight, whatever, whatever. And she was like, can you, I was like, are you going to get her some gifts? Do you want to go to the mall before? Like, if this your friend, you know, I don't play with birthdays, okay? So do your big one. Okay, for your friend. So even with me coming into a new friend group, I go get the girl like 2 dozen roses, okay? Like, literally in the middle of me getting dressed, I'm like, damn, Courtney, don't show up empty-handed. Go get her some flowers or something, you know, be cute, be nice, like, be a girl's girl, right? That's where I went wrong. Meet me at part 3, because that's kind of where they start having me fucked up for real. Okay, so who the fuck did I befriend? And this is part 3. And where I was at is I met this girl, and she now has invited me to one of her friends group, one of the girls in her friends group's birthday party, okay? So when she invited me, I was like, is she okay? Did you ask her that I could come? Because I don't overstep my boundaries, okay? Especially with new girls. She was like, yeah, I asked her. She said to bring you. I'm like, oh, okay, like, cool. Because I had just met the girl on the boat a couple days before that, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, like, I'm feeling good about this. I'm like, oh, girl, you making friends. Love that for me. Y'all. So it's time to go to the girl's birthday thing or whatever. I go get her some, you know, the 2 dozen roses. We go a little earlier than her. Her friend, the girl, sets up her little birthday banner, balloons. I bring my flowers. She got a cake. Like, we lit. We sitting there waiting for her to pull up. There was even a situation, right? The girl had a designated section that she wanted to be at for her birthday. There was this promoter who pretty much tried to sell her section from up under her to this athlete, right? This basketball player. I've seen this basketball player before. So when I hear that they about to move all of our decorations for this girl's birthday, me playing Captain Save Everything, I go up to the athlete. I'm like, so you're going to take my friend's birthday section? And he's like, oh, you look so cute, like a candy cane. If you've been on here, it was that night I was wearing that red outfit. Y'all about to get that tea. So He was like, you look like a candy cane, ha ha. I said, yeah, I know I'm fine, whatever. Anyways, but you take my friend birthday section, you about to buy it from us, like, it's her birthday. And he said her name. He was like, oh, is it such and such? I said, yeah. He said, oh, no, y'all can keep the section. It's good. I'm going to send y'all a bottle and everything. Yeah, the promoter wasn't wanting to hear that. He was like, nah, he paying 4 racks for this section. Y'all going, y'all going. He has the busboys come move all her birthday stuff to the other section. At this point, I don't like when people play with my friends. So now I'm mad. I'm mad for the girl's birthday section. She ain't even here yet. So me, I'm kind of like overstepping my early friend boundaries because I'm like, nigga, I pay you the 4 racks for this section. Like, I cuss him out, okay? We ended up moving. We ended up moving to a different section. The little NBA dude, whatever, he sent a bottle, cool. So when she comes in for her birthday, it's like it's like 7, 8 girls, okay? It's a cute little group, okay? Don't get me wrong, it's a cute little group. So we sitting there, she walks in. I'm like, hey, like, happy birthday. And then the girl that I told y'all, you know, that got me fucked up, she was like, look, gorgeous, got you these flowers. I'm like, happy birthday, boo. Like, you know, this is so cute. I love that you have friends. This is so sweet, okay? So at this point in time, she walks over to the athlete section, the birthday girl. So it's just me and the girl. What are we going to call the girl? We got to give her a name. What kind of name should I give her? Hold on. We'll say her name is Tiny. She's the opposite of Tiny, but we're going to say her name's Tiny because it just makes sense for me right now. That's all I can come up with. So we're going to name her Tiny. So the girl that this, like, you know, that I started this about, her name's Tiny. And then her friend is another girl. We're going to call her Jen. Okay, we call her Jen. So Jen now has left everybody, all her little friends in her birthday section. And she over here in this nigga face, the athlete nigga, just eating his face off. He came with, he at the club with other bitches. And she over there just, you know, she over there like doing a little much. So me, I don't care though. Not my friend, not my nothing. But, you know, the girl, Tiny, she had been like, you know, we sitting there and I'm like, you know, I feel like we celebrating her birthday, but she ain't even over here with us, whatever. And she like, yeah, it's cool, whatever, whatever. So me and Tiny, we turning up. We start dancing. We start having fun, whatever. And it's one of those situations where you got 2 real big, like real bad in the club, you know, turned up, twerking, whatever, whatever, to where you could tell a lot of the attention curved to us, okay? So the girl whose birthday it is, she comes back over to the section. She sits down. They did something so beautiful for her, y'all. It had your girl, like, kind of teary because, as y'all know, listen, here's the thing, right, is even though bitches are shysty, I would love to have like a decent sized friend group. So from here, she's cool like with the owner and the waitress. They give everybody in the club a sparkler and they light up the club with sparklers. They bring her cake out, happy birthday. I'm like, this is so cute. Like, I love this for you. Like, oh my God, this is so cute. I love it. Whole club intact. Like, she don't know everybody like in the club, but the owner of the club made everybody get a sparkler, light it up and sing her happy birthday. Cutest thing I've ever seen. I'm in awe, okay? So from here, okay, we get lit, we drink, we having fun. Everything is good, okay? Until it's not. And so from here, we end up about to leave. And there was a situation that happened before we left. We stayed in the club till the lights came on. I'm not a stay in the club till the lights come on type of person, but it's not my night. So I'm telling them, like, y'all, like, it's late. The lights are coming on. And, like, how I feel like when you stay somewhere too long, you open up the door to be in other people's situations, okay? And long story short, it was like somebody had walked in a guy had walked in who kind of like, you know, he's known. He got his own little drama in the streets happening. But everybody else left. The owners are gone. All the other sections are gone. We're still here. And he walks in, okay? This person has a liking for me, but it ain't never been nothing, okay? So he walks up to me. He gorgeous. What's up? Come take a shot with me. And I'm like, oh, my God. I said, I'm ready to go. So I'm telling him, like, y'all ready to go? We can go to the next place. Y'all want to go to Booby Trap? Y'all want to go to Tootsie's? Where y'all want to go? Let's go somewhere else. Like, we sitting in this club too long. The DJ not wanting to play no more music, okay? They looking at me like I'm crazy. I go to the bathroom because I'm from, listen, moving here from Atlanta, I keep my head on a swivel. When you in a club past 4 a.m., a club that closes at 3, you're leaving open the room for some shit to happen, okay? So I go to the bathroom. So when I go to the bathroom, there was these pretty, like, 2 sweetheart girls on there. I think they follow me on TikTok. And pretty much we got to talking about, I'm in the bathroom. We got to talking about my weight loss. I'm on the phone with my man. We got to talking about my weight loss. We got to talking about, like, we just got a deep conversation in the bathroom, okay? We was in the bathroom for a good 20 minutes just talking. These girls were like, oh my God, your story is so crazy. Like, you know, I'm bonding with girls that, you know my story. So when I come out, the whole club is empty. And me, I'm like, them bitches probably left me. They probably left me. I walk outside. They didn't leave me. They waited on me. I'm like, oh, y'all some real ass bitches. Like, because I'm thinking I'm going to walk out to order a truck and go home. No, they waited for me. So originally when we rode to here, it was me, Tiny, and this other girl. Not the birthday girl. It was me, Tiny, and this other girl. And then we had all the balloons and cake and stuff in the car. Okay, it was 3. When we were leaving, the first location ended up being 4. The birthday girl joined into the car. So as I get in the car, I'm like, y'all some real ass bitches. Thanks for waiting on me. They was like, yeah, we knew you didn't leave. We just couldn't find you. But the DJ pretty much got into an argument because they wanted him to keep playing songs, but the club was closed, right? So I guess something got disrespectful there. So we end up going to the next location, okay? As we in the car, we lit. The birthday girl hanging out the top, bottles out. We in traffic on some real crash out shit, okay? On some real 21, 22 type shit. Think about it. You know, like, just imagine, like, Glorilla and all her friends on one of her friends' birthday just hanging out the window, just on some ghetto hood rat shit, okay? It was fun. But I could notice that every time I said something, like, go, bitch, like, piping somebody up, I would see the birthday girl kind of face go like, I could feel her energy and I could see her face, right? So even with me, I'm taking videos of myself. I'm cute. I'm fire. This outfit cute. I'm looking cute. Like, I know that, period. So me, trying to be friendly, I start taking a video of the birthday girl twerking out the window or whatever. And I'm like, period, homegirl who's driving, Tiny, she driving. I'm like, yeah, bitch, like, we some big bosses. Like, I'm talking, I'm upping everybody, okay? Okay, but I can feel the energy, okay? And the energy is, ho, shut up. You're here as a friend of a friend. Like, I'm trying to be nice and have a good time, whatever, but it's like they can't take my energy. They couldn't take my niceness because they really was just like, to be honest, I was a bad bitch, and this bitch came to her birthday looking crazy. They all looked like 7s, and me, Shawty is a 10. That's what I'm breaking it down to now, because this next part that happened is where they really had me messed up, and it had me looking at them crazy like, oh, you bitches is like that. Okay, cool. Meet me at part 4. I'm going to drop 1, 2, and 3 tonight. I'm going to drop 3, 4, and 5 tomorrow. Who the fuck did I befriend part 4? Y'all are eating this story time up on both platforms. I posted this. This is the first story time I've ever posted on my Instagram. I'm trying to integrate my platforms, but where I left off was we was in the car headed to the second club from her little friend's birthday, right? So at this point, we're in the car, you know, chilling, having fun, but I could feel like the energy is off. Mind you, the birthday girl did not ride with us to, you know, the club we went to, but she was in the car when I came out of the club, which is fine. Like, I'm not tripping, you know. She had a lot of girls with us, and I wasn't expecting her in the car, but she was there. So anyways, having fun in the car, headed to the next place, okay? So there was 2 places we talked about going to, okay? I didn't know one of the places, which is where everybody goes, the birthday girl's banned out of. I don't know what she's banned for. I don't know what she did, because I didn't know her at that point. And when I found out who this girl was, like, mind-boggling, okay? So anyways, we get to the next place. And when we get to the next place, it's a vibe. We go in, we go to this room. It's this real big football player, okay? And to be honest, I'm gonna get him. Listen, if you see the story, I'm on your body, because I saw him a couple days ago. And he was so fine. Anyways, I was respectful, though. This night, when we went in here, I didn't know who the girl knew. I didn't know who she was dealing with, who anybody was dealing with. So me, I'm sitting there. I ended up finding out, don't nobody in that room deal with him. Like, she talked to a friend of his, and we pulled up on them at Tootsie's, right? Okay, cool. So at this point, I go in there, I'm sitting there, whatever. I'm sitting next to Tiny, okay? And so at this point, it's like 5 or 6 girls. We had 4 in Tiny's car, and then we got there, it was like 4 more girls, 3 or 4 more girls. So we walk in, everything's fine. I see the girl. Now, there was one girl out of her friend group that bonded with me instantly. We did a get ready with me, like we did my outfit of the day. That girl is so sweet. And I see y'all already comment on her video. It's not her. She is a sweetheart, okay? She was one of the nice girls to me, okay? So when I didn't see her at first, I was asking like, hey, yo, where's this girl at? Like, I thought she was coming. They were like, they're coming. They came in another car. And so we're sitting in this room. And if you ever been to Tootsie's, they got these back private rooms that like the celebrity dudes like rent out, where you get your own private club pretty much. So I would say there was probably 15 people in here. Okay, that's it. So I finally see the girl that was nice to me. So I get up from sitting next to Tiny. I walk up to the girl. I'm like, hey, boo, damn. I was like, where did you go? Like, she was like, oh, no, we got in another truck, whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. So then I see Tiny and the birthday girl, like, look at me and start laughing. Okay? So I'm like, the fuck is funny? But I'm like, you know what, Courtney? Maybe it's not you. Maybe they ain't talking about you. It's not about you. Don't even bother. Leave it alone. So we sitting there, we drinking. I'm talking more to the birthday girl's friend than anybody, because the birthday girl and Tiny are sitting next to each other, and the energy gave they were talking about me. But I was like, Courtney, maybe you're overthinking. But it wasn't that I was overthinking. You bitches was weird. So at this point, we're in there probably like 30, 45 minutes. And we all decide like, hey, it's time to go. So I'm like, hey, one of my friends texted me, said, come to Booby Trap. I'm like, do y'all want to go to Booby Trap? Like, I'm talking, nobody's listening, nobody's saying nothing to me. So at this point, we get to the back door, okay? And while we're all walking as a group, the birthday girl stops the group. She tells me and Tiny, she said, Tiny, you and Gorgeous go ahead real quick. I'm about to talk to them. So I pulled Tiny, like when me and Tiny are walking, I said, why are bitches acting so weird? Like, that's so weird. Like, we're here together. Why they gotta huddle up and talk to each other, like, in secret? And she's like, well, friend, maybe it's just something they don't want you to hear. You're new around us. Girls got they niggas and people don't know this and that. They don't know you, whatever. I'm like, okay, I can respect it. You get what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't be talking about my nigga around no girls I don't know either. And so, well, my friend, I don't got a nigga, I got a friend. Okay, let's clear that up. So from here, we walk outside. She was like, I'm about to get in my car. I said, okay, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Give me 1 second. I go to the bathroom, y'all. I come back out. Mind you, this girl drives a $200,000 truck that got 4 seats in it, okay? And they're big seats. So when I walk up to open the door on the driver's side, but behind her, it's a girl sitting in my spot. So I'm like, what are we doing? Car's full. But guess what? You called me and invited me out with you. You called me and said, I'm going to pick you up. You invited me out. So why is somebody sitting in my spot? So she does say that she tells the girl, she was like, I mean, y'all could just lap up, So, but the girl in the back, she's sitting there, she ain't moving, she ain't scooting over nothing. I probably wouldn't have lapped up anyways, low key, because I could order my own car. Like, if it's that big of a deal, and this is somebody who didn't ride with us all night, but you just let her say, oh, I'm in this car now. So this was around the time, y'all, that my homegirl just passed away, okay? Y'all saw me make a story time about my homegirl, the Uber driver who raped and shot her. You get what I'm saying? So the girl, she was like, I can order you a car. Tiny. She's like, I can order you a car. I'm like, that's not the point. I'm like, I could order my own car. And so I'm just saying. And I literally said that. I said, my homegirl just died from an Uber driver days ago. At this point, 3 days ago. And you know this story. And you know it's bothered me. I rode with you and you gonna tell me to get an Uber? And you not gonna tell these girls who came to this second club in another truck, right? You're not gonna tell them, hey, yo, she rode with me. I gotta make sure she get home on some girl code type shit, right? So for me, I'm just like, you know what? It's cool. I'll call my own truck. So as I'm sitting there calling my truck, it's a bitch in the back. It's like, well, I'm ready to go. I said, at the end of the day, I said, I don't care. I said, I'm waiting on a fucking truck. My homegirl just died from some shit like this. I said, so, like, I shut the door. I slammed the door. I walked away. Because what, bitch? You ready to go? You rushing me to order a truck now? You're not even supposed to be in this motherfucking car. What? But Tiny don't say nothing. So I walk to the front, I get my little black truck, and I go home. And when I got home, that's when I made that video, because I was about to tweak. And it's not that I was about to tweak because I had to get a car. I had to tweak because, low-key, I had to get a car. And I'm thinking about what just happened to my homegirl. And even when I said that, you know what the birthday girl said? Oh, I just heard about that story. But, bitch, you rushing me to order a truck. And the bitches that's in the back seat is talking about some we ready to go. What? So I get on here and I almost gave y'all that story time. I almost gave it to y'all. But I was like, you know what, Courtney? You trying to be different. You trying not to expose bitches where they weird at, because you really trying to make friends and you are a little lit. Maybe in the morning, y'all will get somewhere. Okay? So next morning, Tiny texts me and she's like, I hear that you made a video and that's just not cool. And I said, you know what? I was really drunk and I did make a video because I was upset. And you don't know the mental space that y'all put me in doing that weird ass shit. She was like, friend, I was drunk. Even so, I drove for like 10 minutes. Everybody had to order their own cars because I couldn't even drive. She was like, but it's no offense. She was like, I was with the birthday girl who was my friend. Her other friends didn't have a way home. And I was like, okay, I understand that. But at the end of the day, you know what? If it was my birthday, I knew the 8 bitches was going to be out with me. I would have ordered black trucks. I would have ordered a driver. And that's the difference between Atlanta bitches and Miami bitches. You bitches don't got no bread for real. Because me, my birthday, ordered a Sprinter. Ain't nobody had to say nothing because I wanted to make sure everybody got where they were supposed to go. You get what I'm saying? So I tell her, she was like, it's nothing, like, it was nothing. I was like, well, the energy was off. Like, I could tell that bitches was being weird. She was like, friend, everybody was drunk. It was not even nothing like that. Part 5. Who the fuck did I befriend? Part 6. Okay, so like I'm telling y'all, at this point it's the next day after the girl's birthday. Tiny calls me. She's like, friend, I'm sorry what happened last night. Even I was kind of drunk and I was driving, and the birthday girl, her friends ended up getting in the car, and this is my friend, it's her birthday. I can't tell her that her friends can't get in my car, whatever. I'm like, at the end of the day, you know what just happened to my homegirl, and you know that really fucked with me mentally and internally. So me getting in an Uber was not a good time for me to be in an Uber by myself on a weekend night, okay? I cried the whole time home because I'm scared. Like, I really start, you know, when you get drunk, you start thinking about your friends and like about shit that could happen, and you freaking out in your mind. You get what I'm saying? It's not that big of a deal, but you freaking out in your mind. That's where my mental was that night. And that's why I posted that video. So she's telling me like, friend, it's nothing. Like, you know, I think you're thinking too much in it. Even I had to pull over. Everybody had to take cars home, whatever. Okay, so from there I told her, I said, you know what? I feel like Jen, which is the birthday girl, I said, I don't know what she got against me. I don't know what her energy is for. I said, but I could tell she don't like me, and that's cool. Keep her, like, I don't want to be around her no more. Like, it's good. Because she was like, we're supposed to be going to dinner for her birthday tonight. And I'm like, you think I'm like, you just was a weird bitch to me last night. Why would I come out with you again? So they ended up not doing the dinner, okay? And so Tiny was like, we're going to go have a game night at one of her guy friends' house. I'm like, okay, cool, we could go, whatever. And this is me just forgiving the situation, because what Tiny had said is, gorgeous, I was drunk, like, I'm sorry. I would have sent you the truck. You didn't have to send it yourself. What I'm telling her is it wasn't about no money at all. It was about the fact that this was something traumatizing for me. And then you got somebody in the background saying, I'm ready to go. Can she hurry up? I said, I would have been wrong if I would have tweaked out and got in that backseat and started tweaking, right? I said, because, like, what? Like, you weird. Okay, cool. So at this point, we have a little taco night. Everything's fine. Everything's cool. We just talking. At this point, I've let the situation go. And even when I talked to her, because she talked to me about the video I made, I said, let me get you to understand something. I said, being my friend, you have to understand I'm a content creator. I create content. So therefore, whatever happens in my life that alters my mental or messes with me, I can post to my supporters about it. And you have to understand that being my friend. And she was like, no, I understand, friend. It's just that she had a situation that happened like a year ago, and she just does not like, you know, internet. I said, okay, so why she invite me? And why would you act weird? Here's the thing. You bitches know how I get down. You know once you do something weird to me, it's up. So why would you do that to yourself, right? So I just told her, if we're going to be friends, you got to understand that whatever I post on my page, that's my page. Okay? She was like, no, friend, I get it. It's okay, whatever. Okay, cool. So after we had the little game night or whatever, so we're 2 days past, okay? I'm with Tiny all day. We chilling, we vibing. We went to Bal Harbour. We had dinner. Like, we're really chilling and, like, you know, starting to talk on the phone, like, every day, literally. Like, she's calling me, I'm calling her. We kiki and doing makeup on the phone together, whatever. So she was like, let's go get dinner. And, you know, let's just have a good little girls' dinner, whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. So we go to dinner. After dinner, I'm like, I want to go home and like change in case we go out somewhere, because the plan was to go to Live because somebody was in town and we were going to go to Live. Okay. So as I'm at home, I call her probably 2 hours later. I'm like, what you doing? She was like, I'm gonna call you back, friend. I'm trying to get this outfit together. Da, da, da. I'm like, okay, cool. She didn't call me back. So I'm like, oh, maybe we ain't going nowhere. So then I think to my head, you know what, Courtney, maybe she's going with her. So I call her. I'm like, hey, boo, like any update? She was like, no, I'm trying to see what Steph, which is the birthday girl, I'm trying to see what she's talking about because she knows these people and we would be going with them. Like, I'm going to go with them. And so in my mind, it automatically clicked, you're not invited, babe. And I'm cool with that, okay? So I'm good with it. So I'm like, okay, girl, well, just let me know I hang up. Me, I make other plans, okay? I have met this whole other friend group, okay? This whole other group of 4 girls I had met at like a dinner. And so one of the girls was like, hey, babe, we're at Kiki. What you doing tonight? Pull up. So I'm like, okay, I get dressed and I go out with them, okay? Okay. So at this point, I end up going to Kiki to get these girls. We all get together. We end up going to Live, okay? So I text Tiny. I'm like, hey, babe, actually, just to let her know, because I didn't want her to see me and it be weird. You get what I'm saying? And I knew I was going with the artist, okay? And they were going with the artist. So I was like, weird, but I'm just going to be with this friend group tonight. Like, whatever. And that's the thing, right? As a lot of these Miami girls, they know of me, but they don't know how tied in I am. Okay, so the person who was at Live this night literally called, hey, you doing Live tonight? Yeah, go just pull up. Like, you good with me. You good with me. Okay, cool, right? And the other girl, what originally happened is we were supposed to go with somebody else, but ended up being a whole little commotion, right? And so I was like, I got y'all. Let me call my people. We good. So we end up walking into Live. I see Tiny sitting in a section. She's like, gorgeous, come here, come here, come here. She's by herself. So I'm looking for the birthday girl, and the birthday girl's other friends, they're in the main artist section, while Tiny's over here like a redheaded stepchild by herself. Me, I'm going into the artist section. So I told her, I'm like, wait a second, hold on. Let me get settled over here where I'm going. I'm with these people. Like, baby, you didn't invite me out? So I'm not about to stop here and come sit with you and buddy with you. You came out with them. Even though they abandoned you. So I knew something was weird between that friend group. Because when I walk in a section, birthday girl sees me. She goes like, does one of these to her friend next to her. And I'm just smiling. Because you bitches ain't stopping shit. Okay? Period. So from here, I go in a section, I'm sitting there, I'm chilling, I'm having fun, I'm drinking. Tiny's texting me like, come over here, come over here. I'm not leaving the main artist section where all the niggas is to come sit with you in the redheaded stepchild foster kids section. I'm just not doing it. But in my head, it's like, why you not with your friend? Oh, so they treated you, they weird. They treated you weird. They got you in and then abandoned you. Okay, low-key, I'm sitting here like, well, that's weird. So we ended up leaving Live. When we left Live, this person had an after party, okay? Like a take phones type of situation. So I go in there, give them my phone because I don't got nothing to hide. I ain't trying to post you, baby. I don't want you. So I go in there, whatever. We sitting there, we rolling up, we having fun. Me and the girls that I'm with, it's 4 of us. We're having such a good time, just us, okay? The birthday girl is in there with her other friend, but Tiny's nowhere to be found, right? So I'm sitting there at the table. Tiny walks in storming. Where's Jen? I almost said this girl name. Where's Jen at? I said, babe, I don't know. She walks right past me stomping mad, right? Because what Tiny ended up doing is when Tiny left Live, she got in her car and thought everybody was going to booby trap, but she wasn't in the conversation. Like, she wasn't in the move. Like you not that you wasn't invited, but you wasn't invited and you didn't know. And so then you went to Booby Trap thinking everybody was coming there, when in reality this person had a whole private party. Okay. So she pulls up looking for her, and I see her storm off to like go say something to her, whatever. But me, I'm with the girls I'm with. So we vibing, we having fun, whatever. I stayed for like an hour, and then I was like, hey girls, I'm tired. I'm gonna go home. Like, I'm exhausted. At this point, I get my phone back. Tiny's texting me like, I'm so pissed. Like, you know, just saying stuff, but not seeing what her problem is. But I know what your problem is. You decided to go out with them girls, and the girls treated you weird. Okay? Then you see me out, and you think, oh, let me link up with Gorgeous Doll. Because I didn't know that she knew these people. Because how the section was so packed that you had to know like a nigga in that section to get able to be comfortable pretty much and to get in it. You get what I'm saying? And so I guess like birthday girl wanted to take her friend and left Tiny on the side. And so from here, let's go to part 6. Yes, part 6. I had a bad night, and my thing is I don't know how to go about it. So I really need like Who the Fuck Did I Befriend? Part 6. So guys, at this point, okay, the night is over. I have left and went home from the after party from Liv, okay? And so Tiny is texting me, and she's like, tonight was so weird, da-da-da, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, bitch, I bet it is. The girls that you picked to go out with left you. And then you had to come find where we was, which is crazy. So I pretty much tell her, like, girl, it's cool. Like, you know, I had a great time with the girls I was with. I hope you had a good night, whatever. That gets left alone. But I had a conversation with her, and I told her, I said, you know what? I know that I did not do anything wrong to those girls, but I know it's some energy there. And she's like, friend, you just got to realize, like, they don't know who you are. Like, even when I told them that I, like, knew you and met you and you were so cool, they didn't want me to be cool with you. I'm like, why? She was like, but I've told them, like, you're so cool, this and that. And I'm like, you don't got to sell me to no bitch at all, right? Okay, right. So I'm going to skip past about 2 weeks because we had a good 2 weeks, okay? There was like a good week and a half. And she ends up going out of town, okay? And she was going to meet this athlete, okay? This crazy ass athlete that I actually know. Like, the nigga is cuckoo. Anyways, so she calls me while she's out of town, and she's like, friend, what do you think I should do? So now she's calling me for like mentorship advice, right? And I'm like, she tells me the situation, and I'm like, listen, boo, like, you flew out there to him. At the end of the day, like, if you didn't have no understanding of what the situation was going to be, you shouldn't have went. And you should have got some money up front. You get what I'm saying? And so she pretty much is like, no, like, usually I do. Like, she really low-key lying to herself, lying to me. Because it's like, you really went on a dummy mission. She was like, well, Jen told me that she knew him and, like, he was so cool and he gonna spend some money, da-da-da. But I've been here and I can't even go to the hotel spa because my name not even on the room. And I'm like, your name not even on the room, so you can't even go to the bar, order a drink, and sign it off on his tab. And me, how I go out of town is not only do I want access to your room, I want access to my own room to put my own stuff up, name on it. So when I go to the spa, it ain't no limits. You get what I'm saying? That's how I move. So she's telling me or whatever, and she starts telling me this story. So as she's telling me this story, she had, I guess, flew out the country with somebody else the week before with this other girl that she had fallen out with, but the guy wanted them both to come. So she's telling me this story, and the story comes to a point where she's like, I've been friends with girls where we deal with the same dude, and like even with this girl, we was able to go out there together, whatever, but the dude still ain't sent me my wire. So I'm like, at the end of the day, baby, these niggas is for everybody. Like, it ain't never about the nigga. She was like, no, like, but I've been friends with girls, like, and we've been dealing with the same man. So she keeps on saying, we've been dealing with the same man. So I'm thinking she's talking about the other girl. I said, wait, what? She was like, yeah. She was like, I wanted to let you know, I think we deal with the same nigga. I said, hold on. I said, who's my nigga? Because mind you, I've known this girl for like 4 weeks now. I ain't told her who I deal with, who I date, nothing. You get what I'm saying? Anything you know about me, you'd have to learn off the internet, because I really I did not tell this girl none of my business. She was like, well, the night we were at the casino, my nigga, she keeps on saying my nigga's brother called your phone. And that's when I knew. And I'm like, what? And I'm sitting here thinking in my head, because it ain't nothing about this girl that would make me think we dealing with the same person. At all. At all, y'all. My mind start racing. I start thinking about shit that she said in the past. Like, my mind is going, right? So she was like, yeah, friend. And I told her, I said, well, at the end of the day, I said, what you got going on with him and what I got going on with him is two different things. I'm grown. As long as my bills is paid and I'm good, I'm good. These niggas is for everybody. And so she's like, no, I really have got to like really get to know you, had a good time with you, but I just felt fake and I feel like I needed to tell you this. Do y'all remember when the casino was? When I first met the girl. Okay, so now she was like, and even on Jennifer's birthday, that's why they were treating you weird, because, you know, they kind of knew that we dealt with the same person. So I wasn't delusional. I wasn't delirious. Bitches was fucking weirdos. Oh my God. My mind is like, and right then, I should have cut her off. But I'm a little more smarter than that, right? Because you ain't about to tell me you dealing with the same nigga I deal with and I'm not going to investigate. And then you're going to tell me you deal with the same nigga that I deal with, but you just flew out the country to some fucking soccer player. And now you in LA with some basketball player. The way I deal with what I deal with, I'm in this house. I'm not outside looking for licks. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. So I tell her, I'm like, girl, look, I don't care. That don't bother me. We keep on continue the conversation, talking about the nigga that she with. And so, hold on, let me stop right there because I'm about to tell y'all something even more weird. So y'all know I had a situation a month ago where, well, it was more than a month ago, but I had a situation where, you know, I was pregnant. I didn't speak on it to you guys because I had to go through it alone. I had to figure it out on my own because it was very unfortunate, but I had a miscarriage, okay? Period. And so at this point, when she's on the phone talking to me about her nigga, she was like, I could be pregnant by him right now. I don't know yet. I haven't had my period. So me, I'm like, in my head is racing, y'all. I'm like, what? I'm in shock. I'm really in shock, but I'm still listening, right? Because I'm just like, I don't know what I want to do yet. How am I going to go about this? So she's like, yeah, friend, like that's why they were being weird to you, because they didn't think that I should try to be your friend because it was kind of already known that you deal with this person. And I'm like, well, why didn't you tell me then? She was like, because I didn't know for sure until his brother called you while you was in my car. And I'm like, okay. So anyways, we continue the conversation. I told her, I said, you know what? I can be cool with you. It's no problem. It's no problem. Okay? So from here, we're on a different path now. Like, we're cool. We're friends. We know we deal with the same person. Okay? Let me tell you this, right? How I deal with somebody and what somebody, you know, how they deal with me is not how they deal with other people. So I'm not even tripping, right? And I'm young. I'm still in my 20s. I'm in my late 20s, but I'm still in my 20s. I'm not taking nobody serious right now, okay? And with this person, I've been back and forth with this person for 4 years, okay? But for me, it's never that serious. It's never that serious. Like, when I meet my husband, I'm out of here. You get what I'm saying? Like, and to be honest, for me, it's more of a trauma bond. It's not even like, no. We are toxically trauma bonded. Like, it's crazy. So we're on the phone. She's telling me how everything's going. She's like, yeah, the nigga in LA, he still ain't give me no money. I told him I need to go get my nails done. He been asleep all day. Like, what do I do? I'm like, girl, at this point, he wasting your time. You might as well go home. Might as well go home. At this point, it's like I'm giving some free mentorship, okay? So this situation happens, and she ends up like, okay, I'm just going to fly home because this is a waste of my time. Y'all got to meet me at part 7. Part 7, who the fuck did I befriend? Okay, y'all, this is crazy, and I don't care. I let y'all play with me for so long. And I prayed on it. God told me to do it. Anyways, he did. I was like, should I let these hoes play with me? I ain't say that word, though. But I got a sign. And my sign was, Courtney, they got to learn. because you can't let people keep doing you wrong because they're going to think they could keep doing it. Okay? So anyways, so she now has told me that we deal with the same dude, whatever, whatever. Okay? Okay, cool. So now it's the week before my birthday. I'm in Atlanta and she's here. So she starts calling me and she's telling me about the situation that's going on between her and Steph. Okay? Apparently, she got invited to some party and she thought Steph was invited, but Steph wasn't. But she just brought Steph anyways because she had already called her and told her about it. Okay, okay, cool. Now, let me tell y'all about Steph, okay? I didn't know who Steph was because if you know her first name without her last name, you wouldn't make the connection. When I found out her first and last name, my mind was blown. Oh my God. So pretty much, she calls me like, yeah, we went on this part to this boat or whatever, and the dudes there didn't even want her around, like, because of, you know, a situation. So apparently last year, Steph accused my homeboy's friend. She was at my homeboy's party. She accused one of his friends of rape. Okay? And it was this huge thing. I did not know that that was her. I never made the connection. I'm in awe. I'm like, because she's telling me one story about how they're in this situation with these guys and the guys are pretty much uncomfortable around her. Like, we didn't invite her. We don't want her here type situation. And I'm like, you know what? I said, when you're a female and you put that R word on a guy and you don't follow through with the full situation and stand on business, people are going to say you're a liar. Or people are going to say that you got and didn't get and so you started crying grape. You get what I'm saying? And that's the thing, is I'm not saying whether the girl was telling the truth or lying, but it's like when you don't stand on business about your own situation, you leave, you know, everyone's imagination open. So anyways, I tell Tiny, like, don't bring that girl around me ever again. Like, if my homeboy found out that I was around that girl after what she put him through just to use his name as clout and clickbait for this situation, you see, I'm not even saying his name because I don't want no clout, no connection. I don't want him a part of this. But it's like, you literally went on there and told a story. You didn't even say your attacker's name. You said his name first to get him all riled up in the situation. And then you didn't stand on business behind it. So me, Tiny's telling me how they was in this situation. I'm like, look, at the end of the day, what do you expect? Of course, guys ain't gonna want to be around this girl because of what she said. She accused somebody of this and didn't stand on business. So not every guy you go around that has a name or has some success to them are gonna be nervous to be around you. You get what I'm saying? If I sleep with this girl and I don't pay her, is she gonna say I did this to her? And as a lighter skinned woman, I don't know if she's white, black, or just, you know, mixed with something, but you saying that to about a black man is crazy. Because I remember the situation was crazy. I remember my friend being stressed out, not knowing how to handle it because he felt so bad. You know what I'm saying? Because he did not know nothing about it. This girl just threw his name in it. So I'm giving her advice and I'm like, Tiny, I don't want that girl around me ever again. And at the end of the day, she can't be mad at you about the next dude wanting you. You know, these niggas is for everybody. You know, my little motto, they for everybody. Okay, cool. So then I'm still in Atlanta. She calls me the next day. She's like, yeah, girl, we supposed to go to the studio tonight with, she calls him Grandpa. She calls our nigga Grandpa. With Grandpa. So yeah, that's what I'm supposed to be doing tonight. Just out of nowhere, just tell me this. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm in Atlanta. I'm getting ready for my show. You know what I'm saying? I'm big business. Not worried about nothing that's happening in Miami. I could care less. So I'm asleep. She calls my phone the early hours of the morning talking about something. Yeah, I went to the studio and he gave me $5,000 and he just told me to stay here all night. He's supposed to be having a private party at this lounge. He don't want me to go, so he wants me to sit here. Should I leave or should I go out with my friends? Because my friends, they want me to go out with them, but I don't want to leave and then he not give me like my money. And I'm like, babe, I don't know how your situation goes with him, but do what you want to do. I don't know why you thought you could ever call my phone and tell me that you just was with him and this and that and that and this. And I'm not going to do my own investigation. You know what I'm saying? I could find out. Listen, I know how many dreads this man got on his motherfucking head down to his shoe size, okay? Like, I'm real, like, crazy. I will find out anything I need to know. I could find out in seconds. So I knew she was lying. I found out she was lying. So I'm still listening to her. I'm entertaining it, listening to what she's saying. And she's like, yeah, I'm just going to stay here tonight, okay? So she has said that he was supposed to be having some private party, whatever. Did he? No. Why not? Because it was never true. Duh. So at this point, I'm going along with it, but I'm just being chill, okay? At this point, I know you're being vindictive. I know you're trying to tell me stuff to make me think this guy deals with you. But at the end of the day, when I look at your lifestyle, nothing matches up to you dealing with this same person that I'm dealing with. Like, you might be getting every now and then, but he don't care about you, babes. Like, you was just complaining to me about this, and that. Like, what? So anyways, birthday's coming up. My birthday's coming up, okay? So she's like, girl, it's your, like, I land back in Miami. She's like, girl, what you doing for your birthday? What you doing for your birthday? My birthday's 2 days away. I'm like, well, one of my friends, guy friends, had told me, like, I should bring my birthday in at this lounge and take shots at midnight, whatever. So I'm going to go do that. I'm not doing nothing crazy. I'm not wearing no crazy dress. I'm just going to take a shot for my birthday, going back home. My plans are later in the month. So she's like, okay, cool. Well, yeah, we going to turn up. We going to have fun. I'm like, okay, cool. Y'all, what throws me off is this. This girl was so excited for my birthday. She went, got a little birthday banner, got me some flowers, got me some little perfumes from Sephora. I'm going to get these saged just in case. And you go earlier than me. You decorate the little area and everything. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so cute. Like, it was so confusing to me. For real, it was so confusing to me. So before it's time for me to go to the lounge, she calls me. She was like, hey, you want me to come get you? No, bitch, I'm gonna drive. I've learned. So I'm like, no, it's cool. I gotta stop somewhere, pick up a birthday gift, and then I gotta pick up my other homegirl because she's riding with me. She lives down the street from me. She's like, okay, girl, cool, whatever. Mind y'all, I ain't told her my business, nothing about no gifts, nothing about nothing. This girl don't know nothing about my birthday except that I'm going to this lounge to take a shot at midnight, okay? So I go handle my business. I go pick up my homegirl. I pull up to the club. I walk in. When I walk in, it's, happy birthday, da, da, da. I walk around, I sit down. She notices, my new little pieces. And I got some, listen, I got some shit for my birthday. I'm not even gonna hold you, but guess what? I don't gotta show you nothing. You gonna see me. So anyways, I've not told her anything. She's like, oh, period, you shining. She seems happy for me. At first. We start drinking. She's handed me shot after shot. But the thing is, she taking shots too. We took equally 13 shots apiece. It was me, her, and then another girl from my other friend group, okay? So we all sitting here taking shots, okay? So then it's weird because she says, it's this football player in here that I know you're his type. He gonna like you for real. I know you his type. They supposed to be getting a boat tomorrow. He gonna love you. I'm looking at you sideways because why are you trying to hook me up with anybody? And why would you think that I would even entertain that? Yo, it's 3 people in my section. Me, Tiny, and this other girl that I'm cool with, right? Got a story talking about her too, but y'all just gotta wait. So anyways, she tells the football dude to come over to my section. This is my section. And he comes, she moves, lets him sit next to me like it's like we know each other. So me, I'm sitting here taking shots, and it's like he kept talking. He just kept talking. And me, it's calculating through my mind, what is this girl trying to set up? Like, could this girl be across the room trying to take videos of me, send it to the nigga like, oh, she up here? You get what I'm saying? Because now my mind is wondering, okay? So from here, I get up, I go to the bathroom because I'm trying to cut the conversation with the dude, like, off. Like, not interested in going to the bathroom. Left him at the section by himself, okay? So when I come back out, like, he's still sitting there. He was like, oh, we about to go. You want to go with us? And I said, no, I'm straight. I'm good, whatever. They end up leaving. We all sitting there drinking, still having a good time, y'all, until it's time to go. And y'all gotta meet me at the next part because this is where this girl crashed out in front of my eyes. I'm gonna be nice and very clear when I say this, okay? Don't start calling my phone now. Don't start calling me. What do you get out of bitch? Fuck you. And I'm being nice because right now everybody is tagging you, tagging your friends. I'm telling everybody, I didn't do this so they will harass you. I didn't do this so they will come bother you. But bitch, I will make it that way. I will make you delete your social media. Please stop. Don't call me. When you went to the little promoter and was, sending screenshots, gorgeous said this, da-da-da, after you know what you did, bitch. After you know what you did when you sat here and went and got crazy ass drunk on my birthday, drunk out, laying on the floor. In the fucking rain, bitch. I had to stop my motherfucking night to take you home, ho. Let me tell you something. Leave me alone. Because at the end of the day, I came on here, I did my little story time. I'm not done yet. But don't start calling my phone acting like you don't know what the fuck going on, bitch. I told you I'm going to show you why hoes don't like me. And you bitches sit here and want to act all so fucking innocent until it gets real. I told you. I've been quiet for a minute. I've been quiet. I've been letting the weird shit go. Now you embarrassing. Girls, kick rocks, touch grass. But don't call my motherfucking phone again. Period. If you want to go back and forth online, we could do that. This makes me money. But don't call my motherfucking phone, bitch. Is you dumb?